I've lived in Rome, Georgia for over 30 years, and originally was working in a different field, but the last, let's see, about 2009, started actually managing some antique stores, and 2 years ago we decided to open up the Yellow Door Antiques and Art.
I am originally from Cedartown, Georgia, which I've traveled the world with my military husband, so I was away a long time, and when I came back to Rome 5 years ago, I ran into Nidra, and she said, why don't you sell some of your German stuff here at the antique store? So I met her there, and then we decided we would come up with a Yellow Door and Art.
When we started looking for a store to open up our own store, we found this location, and the door was yellow. And so as we were, getting things prepared to open the store, we kept referring to the Yellow Door. And one day I get a text from one of our vendors who was Blacktop Art, and the text was a piece of his original art, which was a yellow door, and it just had the look that we wanted, the image that we wanted for our store, and I said, it's the Yellow Door. I mean, it was like it was perfect, know, and he allowed us to use that as our logo, and it became the Yellow Door. And plus, we wanted a name that, if people were looking for us, it would be easy to, find the store, because all you have to do is look for the Yellow Door, and you're there, and so it was all about the branding and the image.
And with the Fifth Avenue just trying to open the gates over here, we had to jump in and take the dive.
Well, we have about, I would say, 6 local artists in here, plus some other people that do that I would call not artists, but they do artist style things. Like we have some jewelry crafters too that do costume jewelry that make it by hand. But we have a basket weaver, two that do pottery, some others that do jewelry, and then the painting. So they do several different kinds of art.
We ended up with some great vendors that just such a variety. When you walk into the store, you end up in, depending on what you're looking for, usually you can find something.
Find something that you're looking for.
What we want to make sure is that it's local, that it's all coming from the Rome and Floyd County area. I think that's the one thing that we're looking for.
I guess I would love something like over there that we have. It's a piece that Nidra and I found at a house that they were getting rid of some things, and we brought it back to life, and it's kind of painted with the I guess antique white looking with blue, and so it accents all the different things in there, and that's an old piece. But also I like vintage looking things.
Yeah.
And mine sometimes changes. I mean, I love anything that's old and kind of handcrafted. I like those kind of pieces. Like a lot of costume jewelry that's hand done. I guess right now, one of my favorite pieces currently in here is the antique Oriental sideboard we have in the window.
Oh, okay.
I think that's it's a really old piece, and it's a true antique. So we sell a combination of antiques and vintage type items. So some things are older, and some would be considered more vintage. In June, we would have been here 2 years. We opened in June of 2015. So this June, we're celebrating our second year. Originally, when we opened, we were just in the original 2 sections where the Yellow Door is, and then we got the opportunity when the building next to us had a fire, and they decided to renovate the building. They divided it into 2 sections, and we at that point, which we opened the new expansion in November of 2016. So that's kind of, that was an opportunity for us that we decided we needed to try. If somebody else got this space, we would have been locked in, and there'd been no place to grow. So it's worked out really well. So we also feel like once more things occur on Fifth Avenue and the hotel and things happen, we're going to see this area really develop and a lot more traffic down here. It's the Yellow Door Antiques and Art. We're located on 219 North Fifth Avenue, right at the river, and we're open currently Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 to 5 on those days. We could be available by appointment on Sundays or Mondays.